What's up, ladies? What's up? What's up? Happy Monday. Hey, make sure you are in our free Facebook group, Macro Tracking and Weightlifting for Women. Tons of tips and tricks and really beautiful discussion there. Awesome. Well, we are still in our series where I'm answering questions that women posted of struggles that they're dealing with. Okay. Let me quickly just make sure that my correct microphone is on here. Okay, that probably sounds so much better, hopefully. Okay, beautiful. Well, the question that we had today was macros for cutting with the all or nothing mindset. She said, if I don't think about food, I won't eat that much, which is not the healthiest approach, right? And so, what's happening, or what I believe to be happening, is she's going into a cut. And then that's all she's thinking about, right? Is food, food, food. Where do I get the food? I can't have the food. And so then it turns into, I want all the food, right? Because it's like you want what you can't have type thing. And so let's talk about that a bit today. Okay, so you may be feeling like that. You may be feeling so frustrated that you can't go out with your girlfriends and eat whatever you want. You may be feeling frustrated that you can't eat exactly what your husband is eating and you don't want to make another meal, right? You could feel like you're on a hamster wheel and you're just never quite getting to that behavior that you're wanting to. Like you're good for a few days, but then you go off the wagon or you eat something and then it's like, oh, I just ruined all my progress. One step forward, two steps back. Will I ever be successful? And so that's what we're going to talk about today. Okay, so what's causing the problem? Of course, the all or nothing mindset. Okay, naturally. But another issue is you're restricting or resisting the process of becoming. I want to talk about this really in detail today because this is it. Like, this is the answer. And this is why at Queens of Iron, we put so much focus and attention on the one-on-one lifestyle coaching with the woman, because she needs to become, right? She needs to learn those habits. She needs to get rid of old habits and know that she is safe and know like, oh, this is actually the direction I want to be going, and be supported in that. So I'm going to talk through that a little bit today. And I want to share a story. It's a very personal story, but I feel like it's so much easier to understand things when things are shared through a story, right? So I'm going to reference my notes. Okay. Some of this, ladies, you may have heard last week, but I'll go in much more detail here. So I used to eat out almost every single day. This wasn't that long ago. Okay. I used to eat out almost every single day. And every time I ate out, I've always been very healthy. Like, I've been a trainer for 15 years. So I'm always choosing really healthy choices. I can see my abs year round, and I could still go out to eat almost every day, but it's because of the discipline in the choices. Okay. And with that eating out, I had a glass of wine every single time, sometimes two, rarely three, but at least one every single time. Okay. It was my downtime. It was my time to relax. I'm a single mom. I'm a business owner. I'm on the go all the time. I'm serving other people all day long. And it was like my time to just sip my nice wine and just relax, right? So when I decided to take my physique to the next level, I've been maintaining for quite some time because I've been pouring everything into my business and parenting and not as much into me. But I was really comfortable. Like, I've loved my body, so it wasn't an issue, but now I want more. I'm ready to take my physique to the next level. Well, with that, you have to take your lifestyle to the next level, right? But you can't take your lifestyle to the next level without taking your mind to the next level. And so I'm going to talk about that right now. So I sat back and I said, okay. And I had tried to change this for many years and was not successful. Okay. But my stress wasn't low enough. So keep that in mind, ladies. Your stress plays such a big factor. Your happiness in your relationship plays such a big factor. So there's many outside factors. So keep that in mind. So I sat back and I said, who do you want to be? Who do you want to be? Do you want to be mediocre or above average? Or do you want to be freaking excellent? And I said, I want to be freaking excellent. But do I have what it takes in me to take out my only downtime? Do I have what it takes in me to take out that downtime and to go excel more in fitness? I wasn't sure. I really wasn't sure. So I wrote a pros and cons list. I said, If I do this, what are my pros and cons? If I don't do this, what are my pros and cons? I very quickly saw that it was right for my family and I for me to do. Duh. Okay. And so I did great, right? For about a week. Well, the weekend hit. My son and I go shopping. We go to lunch. I have my glass of wine. That's really fun for us. It's a mommy son date time. It's nice for me because it's relaxing. Like we have a really good time with that. Well, I couldn't really do that, right? Because I was trying to change. And I found myself getting frustrated and irritated. And I was like, okay, I pray. So I'm like, God, help me in my weakness. You are strong in weakness. So I did that, of course. But what I realized was, well, moderation. Okay, that's the thing. But what I realized was everything needed to change in terms of activity, because you can't do the same activity with the same people in the same places and expect to easily change your habits. How can you? It's a trigger. How can you act different in those situations? It's so challenging, right? So now, for example, instead of like going shopping and going out to lunch and doing the things, we go on a hike, we go explore, right? We go do things outside. We go on a ride, a bike ride, a longboard, right? We love doing those things naturally. But the environment needed to change to make space for the mental and the physical habit to change. Can I go back to those situations, the same environment later with different habits? Sure. But right now, no, I'm not strong enough for it. Even right now, I'm not. And that's okay. It's the process of becoming, right? Ladies, last week I talked about binge eating. I was a chronic binge eater. I've been free from it for about 10 years. 2 things helped me overcome it. The first thing was journaling how I felt every time after I did it. And I always felt like crap, mentally, physically, emotionally. I just felt like trash. And what happened was the more I did that, the next time I went to go binge eat, I replayed what I had written down. And because of that, it's like I was able to experience it without physically experiencing it. And I was like, oh, I don't want that outcome. So slowly but surely, the binge eating became less and less and less until it was no more. And I've been free for like 10 years from it. Same thing with the wine, for example. It's just journaling after. Was that worth it? Did I get really what I wanted out of it? The answer is always no. It's always been no. And so when the situation comes up, I get to remember, how did I feel last time after I did that? Oh, I said that it really wasn't worth it, and I wish I hadn't have done that. And so it allows that behavior to change, but you can never expect for yourself to change overnight, because that's the all or nothing, and it will never happen because we have to change so much inside. We have to change so much inside, and character development can't happen overnight. So allow yourself to go through these processes of change. And remember, you need to change your environment. You must change your environment. Maybe not forever, but you must change the environment, because is willpower alone strong enough to have all the self-discipline and change everything about us in the exact same environment? No. I don't personally think anyone can do that. It's not realistic, right? We have to become inside who we want first. Then we can start revisiting the environment, like binge eating. I didn't have chocolate in my house for a long time, because if it was there, I would eat the entire thing. Can I have chocolate in my house now? Unlimited. Not a temptation. But it took 3 years of diligent effort to get there, because I had to become a higher level of myself, right? Same with you. To really live this healthy, fit, amazing woman that you want to live, you have to become her, right? And so let me look at my notes really quick, because I know there was another piece that I wanted to touch on. Yeah. So just like you created your lifestyle right now, right? Through your habits. You created that. You didn't have those habits as a baby, right? Over time, those habits were created. Well, ladies, now that we want a new lifestyle, it requires new habits. But to have those new habits, you have to go against the grain, right? Like with the wine, it's like, oh, it's the end of the night. I'm going to enjoy my glass of wine and relax at the end of the day. I have to capture that thought and replace it. Don't just capture it. You're like, what do I do with that? Capture it and replace it. So I'm like, okay, I hear you. I hear you that you're there. But I choose to get one of my fresh juices, like I do like raw juicery, so it's like juicing, I choose to get my fresh juice and put it on ice in my cup and sit and have dinner in my house, watching a movie with my son, sipping on my juice, and I choose to enjoy that. And when that thought comes over and over, oh, but that wine would be so good, I say, sure, it might, but this is actually better, because this is taking me to the woman of excellence that I want to be here, right? And so is there going to be a battle? Yeah. Are you going to fail? Yeah. That's okay. That's okay. We keep doing it. We keep doing it. We keep doing it over and over and over. And it's the process of becoming. But if you keep caving into it, you're not becoming. You're feeding it. You're feeding the habit you don't want anymore. We got to stop feeding it. Does it feel good in the moment? Not at all. Not usually at all. 5 minutes later, does it feel good? Sometimes. When you lay your head at night, does it feel amazing? Yes. When you wake up in the morning, does it feel amazing? Yes. And so it's choosing to say, I'm going to put aside that quick pleasure, and I choose my lifelong pleasure, because my children are watching me, because my clients are watching me, and because I'm watching me, and because I want to be better, right? We need to want and to crave to be better and to be healthier and to be more fit and to be a leader, to be able to become. We have to want that more than we want the chips and the margarita. And it's not going to happen every day. Sometimes you'll go have the chips and the margarita. And remember, there's balance in everything. There's balance in everything. Okay. I was using my example of the wine because I was drinking wine every single day, or like 6 days a week. Okay. And that's not what I wanted to be doing, but it was a habit I developed when I had an extremely traumatic event happen in my life. And so that habit came about, and I had never been able to kick it for 4 years until now. I've been trying to, ladies. I could cry. I'm so grateful. I have been trying to for years, and it's finally here. Just like the binge eating, it took 3 years of diligent effort. Okay, this probably took 2 years. So if you're not changing in a week, it's okay. It's okay. Because remember, you have to change here. Listen to audiobooks. Practice the habits, like practicing kindness. Someone cuts you off in traffic. You flip them off every time. Well, you're ingraining a habit of anger and bitterness and resentment. You have to go against what you want to do and say, I choose to operate in love, whether I feel like it or not. I choose to operate in love, whether I feel like it or not. I choose to be in peace, whether I feel like it or not. And the more we do that, the more our character becomes, then breeds the lifestyle. It's in the daily habits that breeds the lifestyle. I hope that's helpful and is making sense to everybody. Okay, let me look at my notes here. Cool. So what's the real solution? I shall say again. It's saying, I want to become this version of myself, and then say, okay, well, to be that version of myself, how would she show up every single day? And start showing up like her every day when you don't want to. Just like going to the gym. Ladies who think we're all motivated to go to the gym, that never happens. You do it because you know it's right. You do it because you know it's the best thing to do. The other day, I literally had just started my cycle. I didn't want to go to the gym at all. And I kept telling myself, 3 more sets. And I'm like, no. I captured that thought. I said, no, I'm not thinking like that. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to go intentionally through each set, and I'm going to be proud of myself for showing up when I don't want to show up. You don't have to say, I'm going to be a badass today. I'm going to do all the things. You can say, I'm going to be proud of myself for showing up as best as I can today. We don't have to be an A player every day. We just need to show up as best as we can that day and be proud of ourselves for that, not a bully. Be proud of ourselves for that and keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay, cool. Don't look at the amazing, fit, healthy woman as, oh, that's such a cool thing. Like, what a great idea. Think about it as like, that's mine, and I'm standing in this journey, not looking at the outcome, but I'm going to become in this process, not focus on the outcome. I'm going to take it one day at a time. For some of you, 1 minute at a time, and that's okay. It's the process of becoming. If y'all are on my email list, I recently sent out an email last week about the beauty of the mundane, the secret beauty of being toned or something like that. And it was all about, it's mundane. Sometimes it's boring work, and that's okay. You're becoming. You don't have to go do HIIT or kick your butt every workout to be super healthy and fit. Actually, it's just being intentional and cooking healthy food and choosing healthy thoughts and recognizing when things hurt emotionally, physically, mentally, whatever it is, making space to be like, okay, that really hurt. And then saying, okay, what story am I going to put in place instead? Because I'm not going to let that hurt define my life. I feel it, I see it, I recognize it's there, and I'm going to choose the story that now I'm going to walk forward in. I hope that makes sense for those of you doing that deep work, right? It's okay to take space, but you choose the story that you get to walk in, not your parent, not your spouse, not anybody. You choose the story, right? That's a whole other thing. Okay. Okay, cool. Let me see. Any other notes that I had? One small step in the right direction. Yep. Cool. Okay, I have hit on a lot of this, so I won't keep hammering. I won't beat the dead horse or whatever it's called. Okay, so I want to connect the dots between all this, right? So the only way to ditch the all or nothing mindset and cut like a fit, healthy woman is to become the fit, healthy woman. What does she think about? When does she go to bed? When does she turn her phone off? What do her boundaries look like? And then it's practicing those things. It's just practicing those things. I saw a quote, a black belt is a white belt that never quit. You're fit, healthy, amazing, strong body for the rest of your life. You're already there. You have what it takes. It's just never quitting, and it's moving in the right direction, not doing fad diets, not doing quick fixes, never. It takes you so much farther back the other direction. Small steps in the right direction. Ladies, habits compound over time in the right direction or a direction you don't want to go. So make sure you're going in the right direction, okay? All right, cool. All right, ladies, that's all I have for you today. I hope that helped a ton. Robin, I'm going to pull up your comment. It's all making sense. Love your mindset. It does help me to listen to your words. Yay, good. Sometimes we just need the reminder over and over and over and over, like myself too. The reason I focus so aggressively hard on personal development is because I am committed to leading all of you and our clients and my family, because that's what I feel like my calling is in life. And at Queens of Iron, like one of our core values is lead from the front, right? Lead by example. And so it's like, I talk a lot about it, but you guys, I'm in the weeds with you. I am doing it all with you. I promise you that very much. Thank you, Corinne. I love you. You're amazing too. Awesome, you guys. Okay, have a beautiful day. Let me know if you need anything. Send me a message, whatever you guys need. And we have, I'm not going to talk about it too much yet. We have 2 really exciting things coming up. Queens of Iron's 4-year anniversary is May 26th. And so May, I think it's 12th. I'll double check the dates. We're going to do, it's a 3-day workshop. We're actually going to teach you some strategies and some tools. In the past, our masterclass have been a lot around vision and mindset, but we want to leave you with like more physical tools. And so we'll have that. I'm also creating a new product because our coaching is like almost completely full and our clients stay a long time. So it's not like we have openings all the time. We have 1 trainer right now who has availability, and then we're basically closing our doors. And so I'm creating a product it's not coaching, but it's going to be like an entire ebook. Like I'm going to write down every single coaching tool that I have for the most part. It's not fully written, but like I'm going to put all my knowledge and experience on paper in an ebook, right? So you guys can read and practice and apply, and then a year's worth of workouts, a physique shaping workout. So I'm so excited. We're going to be launching that at the anniversary event. I've been talking about a giveaway. So a lot of y'all said an Amazon gift card, and a lot of y'all said free coaching. We can't offer free coaching right now because we are like so tight on spaces. So I do think, I'm almost positive I'm going to be giving away at least one of those. I'll be calling it Physique Shaping Secrets. It's going to be so fun. I was super empowering. And so we'll be giving away at least one of those. So very excited for that. Awesome, Dad. Yeah, I think that you'll love it for sure. What I really want to do too, again, I haven't fully written it yet, but what I want to do too is like help you guys self-assess. And so to say, okay, if I am experiencing this, what do I need to do? Like what changes need to be made? And so I'll help guide you like to again just self-assess to see like where do I kind of need to move myself to continue moving in the direction that you want. So I'm very excited for it. I'd love your feedback too, because it is something that I can like constantly edit and improve and revise and make better. So those of you who do end up getting it, give me all the feedback so I can just keep improving it for you over the years. And I'm so excited. We've never had something like this, and you guys have been asking me for years for it. But we were focused on our one-on-one coaching. So I'm very excited to now have the space and time to do that. And it's going to be awesome. So, okay, wonderful, ladies. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you tomorrow.